Just gonna have to bear with me on this video. My notes are scribbled all over the place. I spent about 20-30 minutes researching this next record, this next artist. At number 3 on my fancy playlist, August 10th, 1985, Corey Hart from Canada with Never Surrender. The FM pop stations, they were all over this record during the summer. I remember it so vividly, like it was week before last. Not yesterday. After all, this was 32 years ago. Corey Hart from Canada, the album Boy in the Box. He had another single off that album. It was Boy in the Box. Boy in the Box was kind of an eclectic record by Corey Hart. Had sort of a techno beat to it. Rather eccentric. The video was pretty cool too. Only got as high as number 26 or 27 on Billboard's Hot 100, but it went to number 7 in Canada. Top 10 in Canada, that particular song, Boy in the Box. Never Surrender went to number 3 here in the States. Went to number 1 in Canada for about a month or two. The Canadians showed this guy a lot of love. They showed, the home team showed Corey Hart a lot of love. Corey Hart had 30 top 40 hits in Canada. 11 of them went top 10. Here in the States, about 9 top 40 hits, maybe about 2 or 3 top 10 hits. He started performing pretty early. 11 years old, he sang Band, the Michael Jackson song, at a Tom Jones concert. And he recorded some songs with Paul Anka around the same time too. Teaming up with some legends, Tom Jones and Paul Anka. Paul Anka, who would enjoy a career resurgence in the mid-70s. 1980, Corey Hart, he was 18 years old. He represented Canada at the World Popular Song Festival. It was a competition in Tokyo. Guess who he met there? Christopher Cross. Christopher Cross was riding high with Ride Like the Wind and Sailing and in 1980. And along with Corey Hart, Dan Hill represented Canada at that competition. Dan Hill, who had that huge hit, winner of 77, 78, Sometimes When We Touch, I believe was the name of the record. And he teamed up with a woman, can't remember her name, but he did a song called Can't We Try? Maybe it was Fonda Shepherd that he teamed up with. But anyway, that was later on in 87. And let's move on to his recording career. First Offense, that was the album that just big splashed down on the map, on the ocean of pop charts. And that album was recorded at the Revolution Recording Studio in Manchester, England. That was back in the spring of '82. It was released 1983, maybe early in 1984. Sunglasses at Night Ward into hot rotation on night tracks on WTBS. We didn't get MTV where I lived at back in the early '80s, so I got all the videos from night tracks. God, thank God for night tracks. Yes, manna from heaven. See all these brand new videos on night tracks, these new acts on night tracks that you never heard on the radio. Of course, they played the top 40 stuff too, and boy, they ran Sunglasses at Night. And the follow-up to that, It Ain't Enough, slow record by Corey Hart that did well for him. Both of these songs, and Never Surrender, produced by a guy named John Ashley. John Ashley, who produced albums by The Who, and Tori Amos, who worked with Eric Clapton, big producer, had this amazing record in 1987, John Ashley, called Jane's Getting Serious. And MTV played that video. It might have been '88, but the song only got as high as number 77 on Billboard's Hot 100. But that was quite a record by John Ashley. Didn't know that he produced all this stuff, particularly by Corey Hart. He co-produced the album by Corey Hart. Boy in the Box was his second album, co-produced by John Ashley. Never Surrendered, a big hit off that album. And I believe I covered everything. Dadgummit, can't believe it. Oh, God. You're not going to believe this. Oh, 2 other things. I knew I forgot something. John Ashley co-produced Who Are You? Massive album by The Who, 1978. Now get this. Corey Hart was considered to play the role of Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Marty McFly the main protagonist. Steven Spielberg gave him an invite to a screen test. He sent Corey Hart the script. Would you be interested in playing Marty McFly? And Corey Hart was, oh my God, look at this. Steven Spielberg is contacting me. He wants me to act in one of his films. This is so tempting, but no cigar. I want to pursue music, not acting. And that's what he chose, music over acting. Boy, what an offer. And Marty McFly, the role went to was it Michael W. Fox or Michael J. Fox? I'm not up on the actors like I am on the music. Although I watched the movie, I did see the movie Back to the Future. Well, that's another story. The big story is Corey Hart at number 3 on my fantasy playlist of August 10th, 1985 with Never Surrender.